Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our YouTube channel and thank you so much for joining the channel today. If this is your first time here guys, please do not forget to click the subscribe button. It is found somewhere here. Please click that button and make sure you turn on the notification bell so that when I post the next video, YouTube is going to recommend the video for you. And equally, please share this video with one individual in your family so that they can also benefit from this, or a neighbor can benefit from this. In today's video, I'm going to be taking you to Europe, to a country in the European Union or probably in the Schengen zone. And this country, I will be talking about a particular university in this country which is still open for application. Now, let's first of all talk about some certain things. When I talk about this, I will equally talk about the programs available in this university. I will equally talk about the tuition fee you are going to be paying in this university depending on the program or the faculty in this particular university. I will equally talk about the requirements you need in order to apply for programs in this particular university, and of course we are going to talk about visa application and touch some little things that we need to know. But before we continue with this, my name is Milton Fonkwa. Thank you so much for joining the platform today. Please, if you really love me, like this video and share the video as well, so as to encourage me to make more content on this channel. I want to make sure that by the end of 2024, many more people would move abroad. Many have gone, many are still to go, and we will continue to spread the good news. Thank you so much for your support to everybody. Now, if you want to move to this country called Slovakia in Europe, note that as an international student, you are going to be working 20 hours a week. And equally, to those who have been asking me, Milton, can I actually move with my family to this country? No, you can only move to Slovakia while you are studying. Then you can get a part-time job. From your part-time job, you can now bring in your family into Slovakia. Remember, you yourself who lives in Slovakia need to be the one to start the application process for the visiting visa or for the family union visa. Make sure you verify all the details well. And remember, if you really want to apply to this school, this is a very cheap school in Slovakia. You have to watch this video to the end so that you understand what I am talking about. There are programs in this school for 200 euros, 400 euros, 1,000 euros, 2,000, 3,000 euros, and there are bachelor's, master's, and PhD programs all in this particular university. If you equally want to move to Slovakia, know that there is an online exam. Immediately after you submit your application, there is a date that will be organized. Of course, you are going to find these details on the school website, and this exam is usually around June. So please make sure you verify and stay connected so that you can actually apply for this. Admissions is not a problem in Slovakia, and IELTS is not usually very compulsory. Now, the school I'm going to be talking about, the name of the school is called Matej Bell University. This school is found in Slovakia, and of course, there are a lot of programs you can apply for in this particular university. Now, let's take a look at the programs before we go to the tuition fee, then the requirements and visa application. If you want to study a BSc program in this particular university, I will just give you a few of them. Then you are going to check the rest looking at the links in the video description box. If you need a one-on-one consultation with me, please book from the video description box, and do not forget to follow us on Facebook on Milton Fonkwa's Consulting and on Milton Fonkwa. These are my pages on Facebook. Now, if you are looking for BSc programs at Matej Bell, I will be consulting my Jota. You should be taking note of bachelor's in business and economics, then bachelor's in management, bachelor's in political science, and bachelor's in international relations. These are some of the few bachelor's programs. I do not want to waste a lot of time here, but I'm going to link it down there so you can check depending on what you really want to study and what you have experience is in. Always try to apply for programs that you have studied before, or things that you think you scored good grades in high school. It is so important. Now, let's take a look at some master's programs available at Matej Bell University in Slovakia. They include finance, banking, political science, international relations, security studies, management programs, and a whole lot of other programs at this university. We go to the PhD programs, and for PhD level, you are going to find programs like tourism, business economics, management, and so many other programs. Now, I didn't want to overemphasize on this. I will just drop a link below, then you can check from there and see which one you really have. In this university, we have Faculty of Economics. This is the cheapest faculty. I would be back to explain the tuition fee. We have Faculty of Political Science. This is another cheap faculty. There is also the Faculty of Arts, and there is also the Faculty of Natural Sciences. Now, let's take a look at the tuition fee in this particular university. For the Faculty of Arts, you are going to have tuition fee ranging from 1,000 euros, 2,000 and 3,000 euros, 1,000 euros for bachelor's programs, 2,000 euros for master's programs, and 3,000 euros for PhD programs. Remember, this is per year. So 1,000 euros is per year for programs, for the bachelor's programs, and 2,000 is for per year for the programs. Remember, before you apply for a visa to Slovakia, you need to pay this money per year before you put money for your proof of funds, or you organize money for proof of funds. I am going to talk about that very soon. Now, let's take a look at the Faculty of Economics. This is the cheapest faculty at Matej Bell University, and the Faculty of Economics will charge for BSc programs, they charge 200 euros per year. MSc programs, they charge 200 euros per year, and PhD programs, they charge 2,500 euros per year. Then we take a look at Faculty of Political Science. Faculty of Political Science charge 2,000 euros per year for bachelor's programs, 2,500 euros per year for master's programs, 3,000 euros per year for PhD programs. This is for the Faculty of Political Sciences. Then let's take a look at a Faculty of Natural Sciences. BSc programs cost 1,000 euros per year. MNC programs cost 2,000 euros per year, and PhD programs cost 2,500 euros per year. Before we talk about the requirements you are going to use to apply to this university, please always remember that in this university there are a lot of programs you can study in English language, but always put at the back of your mind that some programs will be taught in English and Slovak language, some will be taught entirely in the Slovak language. So I will still encourage you or beg on you to check the website very well. Check to see which programs is completely in English, then you go in for it. This is another trick I want to give to you. If you move to Slovakia and you see a way to enroll in a Slovak language course, study that language course for 1 year, then you take your program and study it in the Slovak language. This way you are going to study for absolutely zero tuition fee. This is a technique a lot of people do not know, but I'm here to hint you about it. If you have a way, study the Slovak language first before you go and start your degree program, which is taught in English. And now you can start it in the Slovak language and you study for free without paying tuition fee. I hope you get the vibe. Now let's take a look at the requirements to apply for these programs. If you take a look at the school website, you are going to notice that they said for you to apply for bachelor's programs, you need just your basic high school qualifications. And what are these high school qualifications you are going to be submitting to this website? For those who are going for bachelor's programs, you need to submit your WAEC certificate, your NECO certificate, GC O levels and A levels, high school certificates in general. If you have the transcripts, these are very important documents to attach to the school. This is for those who are going for bachelor's programs in English language. If you are going for master's program, you will now add your bachelor's degree transcript to this and the bachelor's degree certificate to these requirements I just gave you now. This is for those going for masters, and put into consideration that sometimes there may be a need for a motivation letter, but if there is a motivation letter the school is asking from you, you will obviously see that on the school website, so you do not need to panic. In other cases, there may be requesting for recommendation letters, or the program you are applying to, depending on the faculty, may be asking you for recommendation letters. So I will advise you make sure you get recommendation letters from your professors or lecturers so that they can actually understand. Of course, you might be working and you might want to get from your workplace. If you are going for studies, it will be best for you to get from your lecturers or the teachers who taught you before. It is very important. And also another requirement is, remember, the entrance exam is going to be organized around June for this university. Remember, the last day to apply to this school is the 30th of April, and there is an entrance exam in June. Make sure you prepare very well for the entrance exam. If you check the school website, you might find past questions that can guide you or help you to prepare for the exam. It can be a video interview call. It might be an entrance exam online to write. Remember, if you are applying for mathematics or computer science, you should study things that relates to physics, chemistry, mathematics as well. And of course, check some past questions on the school website. Some schools have it, but some schools do not have it. I would encourage you to verify this school website very well again. When I say verify, I mean what I'm talking about. Now, there is also an application fee you have to pay to this university in order to submit your application. It is not too much money, sometimes 30 euros, sometimes 40 euros, but check to see how much you need to pay for your application fee. Now, when you apply and you get the admission letter or the offer letter, it is now time to apply for visa. Cameroonians, Nigerians, Africans in general, remember the Slovak embassy is located in Kenya, and if you really want to move to Kenya, you have to plan your budget well. Also understand that before going to Kenya, you have to go in person. And also remember that if you don't go to Kenya, you cannot get the visa. The embassy in Nigeria is used only for legalization of documents. And for you to apply for your visa, you need to legalize your documents. So depending on your country of origin or where you reside, you have to be putting all these things into consideration now. Remember, the documents you need to apply for the visa or the study visa to Slovakia, which is normally the D visa type, you have to put all those academic credentials together, your insurance, your flight bookings, and of course, your proof of funds. For proof of funds to study in Slovakia, it is 5,400 euros or more. The more, the better. And remember, this money in your account must be a reflection that you have your own money. Or if you are using a sponsor, it's still great, but make sure you prove who the sponsor is to you and what they are doing to give them the money. Do not forget that sometimes some programs may be expensive, but at the end of the day, first of all, pay your tuition fee for the 1 year before you show this equivalence. Don't just go and dump this money in the account. Make sure you have been saving and building the account for some months, and the bank statement should be at least 4 months old and above. Don't use a bank statement that is less than 3 months. Like I said, 4 months old and above is a great option, but do not forget legalization of your academic documents is very important. During the process, make sure you include your birth certificate because the embassy might need some extra details. And when moving to Kenya, understand that you might stay some few days in Kenya before you get the visa. I hope this video helps you. Till we meet again in another one. Please, if you haven't shared the video, share the video now. Click the follow button, finger the follow button. Till we meet again in another one. Bye.